Let's cut through the hype, the exaggerated claims, and the get-rich-quick schemes that often surround the topic of Airbnb arbitrage. We're going to dive deep and uncover the truth behind this business model. About Airbnb arbitrage. We'll explore what it really entails, separating fact from fiction. The idea is simple, at least on the surface. Lease a property, furnish it, transforming it into a comfortable and appealing space for guests, and rent it out on Airbnb, showcasing its best features through professional photos and compelling descriptions, for more than your monthly rent. The goal is to generate enough revenue to cover your lease, all operating expenses, and of course to pocket a profit. But the reality? It's often far more complex than those initial promises suggest. It's not easy money. It requires hard work, dedication, and a keen understanding of the market. The numbers matter, they are the foundation upon which your entire business will be built. More than anything, accurate financial projections and meticulous tracking of expenses are absolutely crucial. Most new hosts underestimate costs, often overlooking hidden fees and unexpected expenses that can quickly eat into profits. Rent, which is your biggest fixed expense. Furniture, including initial setup and ongoing replacements. Utilities, which can fluctuate depending on usage and seasonality. Cleaning, a critical aspect of maintaining positive reviews and repeat bookings. And endless little expenses like toiletries, maintenance supplies, and guest amenities. If you don't know your true costs down to the last dollar, you're not running a business, you're simply hoping for the best. You're gambling. And in the world of business, gambling rarely pays off in the long run. Success in arbitrage is all about making informed decisions, discipline and planning, careful market research, and a solid understanding of your target audience. Not luck or flashy promises. It's about setting realistic expectations and working diligently to achieve them. Today we'll break down every cost associated with Airbnb arbitrage, leaving no stone unturned, and show you real income scenarios based on actual data and market conditions, not just the best-case dreams. We'll provide a balanced perspective highlighting both the potential rewards and the inherent risks. This is your blueprint, your guide to navigating the complexities of Airbnb arbitrage, for building a profitable, sustainable, and scalable business. Sustainable Airbnb arbitrage business, one that can withstand market fluctuations and provide a consistent stream of income. Forget passive income fantasies, this requires active management and consistent effort. Let's focus on building something real, a business with a solid foundation and a clear path to profitability. By the end, you'll know exactly what's involved, what it takes to start, profit, and grow, transforming your arbitrage venture into a thriving enterprise. Let's get into the real economics, the nitty-gritty details that separate success from failure of Airbnb arbitrage. Let's begin. Before you even think about welcoming your first guest and earning that initial income, there's a crucial aspect to consider: the upfront investment. You'll need some serious upfront cash. Launching a successful short-term rental isn't just about finding a great property, it's about equipping it to meet and exceed guest expectations. First, let's talk about securing the property itself. That means the deposit and first month's rent, which is usually equivalent to 2 months' worth of rent combined. So, for a typical one-bedroom apartment in a decent location, you're looking at around $4,000 right off the bat. This can fluctuate based on your location, but it's a good baseline to consider. Next, furnishing the space. Think comfortable beds, stylish sofas, essential kitchenware, soft towels, and tasteful decor to create an inviting atmosphere. For furnishings, budget somewhere in the range of $4,000, $6,000. This will allow you to purchase quality items that will last and impress your guests. Don't skimp on this aspect. Quality furnishings directly translate to better reviews, happier guests, and ultimately higher rates for your property. Professional photos are absolutely a must. $200, $500 well spent. High-quality images are the first impression potential guests have of your property, so make it count. Add a smart lock for $150, $250. This allows for hassle-free check-ins and check-outs, providing a seamless experience for your guests and saving you time. Don't forget to stock up on essentials. Things like toilet paper, fresh coffee, and a variety of cleaning supplies. Budget around $300 for these initial supplies. Now let's total it all up. We have $4,000 for the rent and deposit, approximately $5,000 for furnishings to make the space comfortable and appealing, $300 for professional photos that will attract potential guests, $200 for a smart lock to streamline the check-in process, and another $300 for essential supplies to get you started. That brings us to a total of $9,800 to launch a single, well-equipped one-bedroom unit. This is a real investment, treat it as such. Don't try to cut corners by opting for cheaper alternatives, or you'll likely pay for it later in the form of negative reviews, damaged property, or unhappy guests. Make sure you have your capital readily available before you even begin the exciting process of searching for the perfect property. If you find that you can't comfortably cover these initial costs, it might be a sign that you're not quite ready to jump into the short-term rental game just yet. Approach this venture like a serious business from day one, with a clear plan and a commitment to quality. The right initial setup, while requiring an investment, is the solid foundation upon which all your future success will be built. Once you're live and your listing is active, it's time to really pay attention to the financial side of things. Monthly expenses start rolling in, no matter what. These are the costs you'll incur regardless of whether you have bookings or not, so understanding them is absolutely crucial for setting your pricing and managing your cash flow. Rent is your biggest expense, often around $2,000, depending on your location and the size of your property. This is the foundation of your cost structure. Rent is due every month without exceptions. Make sure you have a system in place to track this and ensure timely payments to avoid late fees or worse, jeopardizing your lease. Add renter's insurance. Budget $15, $30 monthly. This is a small price to pay for peace of mind, protecting you against potential damages or liabilities. Utilities are another significant expense. This includes electricity, gas, and water. These costs can fluctuate depending on usage and the season. Don't forget high-speed internet, essential for guests and managing your bookings. For all utilities combined, budget $170, $250. Keep a close eye on your usage to identify potential savings. Cleaning is a crucial part of the guest experience. You pay your cleaner after every stay. If you're aiming for 5 turnovers at $80 each, that's $400 a month dedicated to keeping your property spotless. Then there are supplies. This includes coffee, essential toiletries, and paper goods. The little things that make a big difference to your guests. For supplies, budget $100, $150 monthly. Buying in bulk can often save you money here. Don't forget software for pricing and automation. These tools typically cost $20, $50 per month, but they can significantly streamline your operations and boost your revenue. It's also wise to have a maintenance fund. Set aside at least $100 monthly for unexpected repairs. This will prevent small issues from becoming major headaches. Now let's add it all up. You're looking at $2,000 for rent, approximately $200 for utilities, $400 for cleaning services, around $125 for supplies, and another $125 for software and maintenance. So, your total monthly nut comes to about $2,850. These are non-negotiable expenses if you want to run a professional and successful operation. Skimping on these areas means bad reviews, guaranteed, and ultimately, lower profits and a less sustainable business. Know these numbers cold, understand them inside and out. They're the difference between consistent profit and financial pain. Remember, every dollar counts, especially in the beginning. This is where most new hosts get blindsided, so be prepared and stay vigilant. Now let's talk about what you can actually make. Your income depends on nightly rate, occupancy, and cleaning fees. Assume 80% occupancy, 24 nights booked in a 30-day month. Average nightly rate $150. That's $3,600 in booking revenue. Cleaning fees, 5 bookings at $90 each adds $450. Total monthly income, $4,050. But remember, cleaning fees go straight to your cleaner. This is your top-line revenue, not your profit. Don't get fooled by big numbers. Expenses come next. The real story is what's left after the bills. That's what separates a business from a hobby. Profit is what matters. Take your $4,050 income and subtract $2,850 in expenses. That leaves $1,200 net profit per month. This is your real take-home, before taxes. It's a solid return for one unit, but notice how much lower it is than your gross income. Always focus on net, not just what hits your account. Set aside 20-30% for taxes, about $300. That leaves $900 in true, spendable cash flow. This discipline keeps your business healthy and the IRS off your back. Don't skip this step. Real business owners know their numbers. That's how you build something sustainable. The break-even point is when you've earned back your initial investment. Divide your $9,800 startup cost by your $1,200 monthly profit. That's just over 8 months to break even. If profit drops to $800, it takes over a year. If you do better, say $1,500 profit, it's just 6.5 months. The faster you break even, the less risk you carry. After break even, every dollar is true profit or fuel for growth. Know your timeline before you sign a lease. This is how you turn a gamble into a calculated business. Stay focused on the numbers. They're your roadmap. Track every dollar, no exceptions. Use a simple spreadsheet, one tab for income, one for expenses. Log every booking, every payout, every cleaning fee. Record every bill supply run and repair. This isn't just for profit, it's for spotting leaks and prepping for taxes. At month's end, total both sheets to see your real numbers. This habit is your business dashboard. It keeps you in control and ready for tax season. Upgrade to software later if you scale, but start with a spreadsheet. The tool matters less than the discipline. Make tracking your numbers a weekly ritual. After break-even, use profits to grow. First, build an emergency fund, at least 1 month's expenses set aside. Next, start a growth fund for your next unit. Reinvest $800 a month and you'll have $10,000 for a new property in just over a year. As you scale, use profits to buy back your time, hire a virtual assistant or handyman. Invest in better software to automate and streamline. Smart reinvestment turns one unit into a portfolio. Growth is methodical, not magical. Build systems so you can focus on expansion, not daily headaches. Airbnb Arbitrage isn't passive or easy, it's a real business. Success comes from discipline, tracking, and smart decisions. With $10,000 and the right property, you can realistically earn $1,000 plus a month. You can recoup your investment in under a year, then use profits to scale. Start with 1 unit, master the process, and build from there. Every big host started with just one. The opportunity is real, demand for great short-term rentals is strong. You have the blueprint and the numbers. Now it's your turn. Start saving, researching, and preparing. Go build your business one smart step at a time.